What is up, everybody? This is No Continues, your favorite video game discussion podcast. My name is Juice. I'm, of course, joined by my good friend and co-host, Boonzo.
Hello, hello.
On the show today, we're going to be talking about, of course, Donkey Kong
Yes,
Bananza,
sir.
our initial thoughts, what we think about the game, where we're at. We're also going to be taking a look at some movie stuff for
Yep.
Nintendo. There's a couple movie things that were
Mm-hmm.
discussed and some new projects, maybe some presentations that Nintendo might have coming for us
Yep.
pretty soon. So all that and more here on today's episode. Ben, how are you doing today, man?
I'm doing okay, busy, busy. How about you? How are you doing?
I'm doing very well as well. Of course, finally the time has come. Donkey Kong Bonanza is out.
Yes, sir.
We've played, I think, a pretty good amount of
Yeah.
it. I think
Around
we're
15 to 20 hours, maybe?
yeah, I'm about the 10-hour mark.
Yeah.
So we're gonna give our initial thoughts a little bit later
Yes,
in
sir.
the episode. And it's funny, like probably about a week ago when I started, we always write our script usually about a week in advance just to see what we're gonna talk about. It didn't look like there was going to be much, but there's been a
Yeah.
ton of Nintendo stuff
A lot of
coming out
news.
recently. So we actually got a lot of stuff to get into, not just Donkey Kong Bonanza, but I'm pretty sure you and I both went to the movies this week.
Yes, sir.
Something
did.
I haven't done in a while.
Yeah,
what did
same.
you see? Do you like going to the movies? How was your experience? What did you see? And did you like it?
First of all, I love going to the movies. I think it's one of my favorite activities to do. Especially like when the MCU was really big before before like
in the
Endgame and
2010s.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just before Endgame and everything, it was a religious thing for me to not religious, but
Yeah.
you mean I would go to the movies religiously whenever like there was a new Marvel coming out. So I used to love it. I love pop culture, science fiction, everything. So nowadays it's just more cinemas are so expensive now that I tend not to go. Like that's
Yeah.
the thing. I want to go see Fantastic Four and Superman right now, but I just can't
Yeah.
afford it. Me and my partner, we went to see the new JJK movie, Jujutsu Kaisen. There was one screening for like last week. It's a recap of the of one of the seasons of the anime. It was pretty good. They added like a couple of scenes, but like my girlfriend's a big JJK fan, so that's why we went to see it. So how about you,
Yeah.
Juice? What did you go see?
Yeah, so same with you. I love going to the movies, but ever since COVID, really, I rarely go now. The price is ridiculous,
Yes.
for my wife and I to go, probably the same for you guys out there. It's like $100 for the night.
Yeah, exactly.
The
Popcorn.
tickets are like 40, $50, and then if you want snacks, it's another 40, $50.
Yeah.
Like it's not a cheap evening. And unfortunately, it seems like, especially recently when I go to the movies, people are on their phones, people are talking. Some people take out their phones and try to take pictures. Like the guy beside me took out his phone to try to take a picture of the movie. We went and saw Superman, so he was trying to take a picture of Superman, and his flash went off. And it just seems like I'm always
People are just they have zero respect. Like
I know, and
I had a
kills
couple
the
of kids. Yeah, I had a couple of kids coming in at the middle of the movie and just start yelling like, "Oh, is this anti?" and stuff. And I was like, "Dude, how old are you? Like, come
my
on
God.
now.
Yeah.
Like it just you're ruining the experience for everyone.
Yeah.
Like it's not like back in the day where like everyone was like super silent and everyone was locked into the movie. Now it's like, yeah, cell phones I think ruined cinemas in a
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is that. Especially like attention span.
Yeah.
Like I love going to the movies. It's so relaxing to me to just sit down, lock in, and just
watch
enjoy
something. Yeah.
because it's so big too, right? It's such an experience. But if I'm paying almost $100, I would prefer someone not be texting on their phone with
Exactly.
their brightest screen on or talking. So that's definitely what kills it. And whether people agree with it or not, it is inconvenient to go to the movies.
Yes.
That's just
It is.
it is what it is, right? Now that we've moved, we actually live like 3 minutes away from the mall and the theaters, so it's pretty
Oh,
convenient
that's
for
nice.
us
You have a
But the
mall
reality
in your,
is,
you have a theater in your mall?
yeah, it's very
That's
big.
cool.
They
That's
redid
really
it all
cool.
too because it
Yeah.
was a pretty rundown theater. Like, so it's really nice now that you get the reclining chairs and all that. So it's
Yeah.
nice. But you know, it's streaming. I feel like has affected quality of things, but
Yeah,
it
of
is
course.
convenient, right?
Yeah.
Like I think you and I both watched K-pop
Demon Hunter,
Demon
yes.
Hunters. Yeah,
Really good.
I have a really pretty big TV. I have a
Mm.
really good sound bar.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah,
experience is still really good at
exactly.
home now. So yeah, but we went to go see Superman. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I'm definitely one of the people that, like you, I used to go to every single superhero movie
Yeah.
that was coming out because I loved comic books
Yeah.
growing up as a teenager. So once they started really making superhero movies, I went a bunch. Past 5 years, I don't really go see superhero movies
Yeah.
anymore. I have
After
superhero
Endgame,
movie
like
fatigue.
yeah. After Endgame,
Unless it's the Spider-Verse movies.
oh,
I
of
like
course,
the
of course.
Spider-Verse
No Way
movies.
Home, I went to see it like 3 times in theaters. Like, of course.
Yeah. But like I like the animated ones, like with Miles Morales, those are
Oh
amazing.
yeah, so good.
But yeah, we decided we wanted to go see Superman, and it was really good.
It
It was just a
looks
really
really good.
good comic book movie. I would say if you're not even going to go to the movies to watch it, give it a watch at home. It is really good. It's really fun. It's really colorful. And honestly, I was way happy
Yeah.
with that. I would just wanted some fun to watch, and there was a like pretty nice message in it too. So I would say,
Go watch
yeah,
it.
it's a worthwhile
I-
movie, and I like seeing that kind of movie in theaters.
Yes.
So
Because
please
it's
don't
a
take your
unique
phone out.
experience. Like, that's the thing. Recently, I went to, like, one of the first movie I remember seeing in cinemas is Pokemon 2000. The first movie, actually,
Oh,
Pokemon,
yeah,
the first
yeah.
movie with the Mew
I was
card.
just talking about that movie
But-
actually. That's
yeah.
so funny.
But I don't remember seeing it. I remember getting the cards. So it's the same
Yeah.
cinema that I'm going to this day. And back then,
That's cool.
it's funny because back then I used to live like 3 hours away from that. It's just I went to visit
Yeah.
my cousins back then. Like I was maybe like
Yeah.
3, 4, maybe, I don't know. I don't remember when it came out. But what I remember is getting the card itself. And
That's so cool.
the first movie I remember seeing is Revenge of the Sith
Yeah.
in theaters. I remember like I was so young, and I don't know. This movie is peak, and recently I went to see it back in theaters because like it's a unique experience. That's the thing. Like every Star Wars, I went to see Star Wars 6, like Return of the Jedi,
that's
in
cool.
theaters
That would
like
be
a
cool.
couple of years ago. Like these movies, I've never been able to watch them in theaters, so now that I can rewatch them like whenever there's a special screening or a special event, it like I always go because like Star Wars is one of my favorite franchise of all time, like in terms of like science fiction or pop culture or whatever. So like seeing them in the big screen we were in the 80s or like 90s, like I don't know, I think it's really cool. But I don't know, other than that, like the inconvenience now to go to theaters is a little bit rough, I heard too a lot of like bad criticism for Superman, which it's stupid. It's like a little bit of wokeness, and I'm like, dude, who cares? Like because he's not invincible or something in the movie. I haven't watched it, but I heard I'm like, that's what makes the movie great, in my opinion. Like Superman being invincible is boring. It makes the character boring, in my opinion.
Yeah, I like when he's like super strong. And I promise he is still super strong.
Yeah,
in this movie. I think some people like consider him nerfed, but he literally saves people from a black hole. That's just non-spoiler.
Yeah.
He saves people from a black hole at a random point in the movie. I promise he's really strong.
He's really strong. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's just people like they have the image of Superman just being hurt by kryptonite, but in the comics, he's not only getting hurt by kryptonite. So I don't understand why people are saying that. Like he's getting hurt by magic. Like I think magic is one of his weaknesses or anything. I just find it funny how people like that has no idea about a character that just like complains about it because they just think it's woke or something. I'm like, dude, relax, bro. Like
one other thing is too, like whenever he encounters someone that's the same strength as him or similar, he does feel pain. Like Jason Momoa will be playing Lobo, who's like an alien bounty hunter. He's like as strong if not stronger than Superman, so he will feel
Yeah,
the
he will
impact
feel the
if it hits him. So yeah, they
Like,
can't be like gods all the time,
yeah.
but he is very strong in this movie. So
And I love
yeah,
James Gunn. I think like Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is one of my favorite MCU movie. And I went to see it on theaters with like the screens on the side. I don't know if you have that where you
I've seen those. Yeah.
Man, it was a fantastic experience. Like, it was really good.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, it was a really good movie. If anyone gets a chance, you gotta check it out at some point. I thought it was really good. So, but besides that, Ben, not including Donkey Kong Bananza, what have you been playing recently? Have you been playing anything? That's not Bananza.
Recently, I've been playing a lot of Deltarune.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been I finished chapter 2 because I finished chapter 1 back when I was streaming.
Yeah.
And then I never touched the game again because I was just like, I don't know, it's not my type of thing. Especially like when streaming, a text-heavy game is a little bit weird to do because usually, like, if you want to like entertain your viewers, you cannot just read all the time, you know. Either you read in silence or you skip the dialogue, you know. But so I've been playing a lot of Deltarune. I've almost finished chapter 3. I will say something, and it's really weird, but like Undertale is I love this game a lot.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it is, but will Deltarune, I think it's for a younger audience in my opinion.
It's not hitting.
Yeah, it's not hitting the same way as Undertale did, which I'm not saying that the game is bad. The game is fantastic. Like, Deltarune is fantastic, especially like chapter 1 and 2 are free. It's really good, but I think I'm a little bit too old to play those games. Not saying that like I enjoy my time. I'm not trying to be like toxic, like old person unk or something. No, I'm just saying, like, I think the dialogue for me does not hit the same as it did 5 years ago with Undertale, you know.
Sure.
So still really enjoy the game. And of course, I've been playing Donkey Kong Bananza. That's for sure. Like, I've been playing that all the time. Like, I just, every time I have a quick moment, I'm playing Donkey Kong Bananza. So, yeah. How about you, Juice? What are you playing these days?
Yeah, for me, I'm nearing the end of Mario Odyssey. So,
oh my god, such a good game.
Yeah, we've talked about it already. Still really good. I'm almost at the end. So, I'm glad I played through it again because, reminds me how great it is. So, after that, I was still in a mood to prepare myself for Donkey Kong Bonanza, so I wanted to stay in the Mario world.
Yeah,
and I decided that I would try playing through Princess Peach Showtime. It was in the backlog. I've tried the demo. Mags played a little bit of it. The complaints that you've heard about the game are pretty much in line with mine. This game, unlike a lot of Nintendo games, is what I mean by this game is definitely meant for kids.
Meant for kids, yeah. On the easy
Nintendo
side,
games,
maybe. Yeah.
Very. Yeah. So the dialogue is very
childish,
straightforward.
Yeah.
The gameplay is very straightforward. And after a while, it just isn't that exciting.
No, I get it.
Nintendo games to me are made typically for everyone. It can be enjoyed by someone who's 7 all the way up to 90. 55 plus. Yeah, it's got this wide range. This game specifically is very much geared towards
children. Yeah.
So I think if you are older than 14, you might
even 14, like I would say, like
even
maybe 11,
pushing, right?
10, because now I see like kids buying Call of Duty with their moms and everything. I mean, like at 13 or like 12, I try to tell them like, yo, don't buy Call of Duty for your kid, but they don't listen. So that's the thing.
So I got about halfway and I put it down, and I just didn't think I was going to get much more out of it. It's not a bad game. It controls fine. It looks fine. It's it's a good product. It just clearly not for me,
Exactly.
So after that, I decided to play a little bit. I'm almost done the main campaign of Miitopia. I love Miitopia.
I saw you play that game actually on Switch because I was playing something else. I think Deltarune. I saw you playing this. Yeah.
So I love Miitopia.
Yeah.
It is, if you don't know what it is, it's essentially a very basic turn-based RPG using Miis, and you get to basically choose the characters. You get to make the characters, and you can also get codes from online, like people who have made Mii's online, and bring them into the story. So great example. My party was like my wife, and then I had the Powerpuff Girls. The villain is Eggman, and the great wise sage, who's like the ultimate wizard, is Sonic.
Okay.
It's really funny to me. It's like Tomodachi Life to me, in which your enjoyment will depend on your creativity.
Yeah.
If you're not a creative person and you don't like creating the stories and creating Mii's and like putting your friends in situations, you probably won't like this game.
Yeah.
Because it's a pretty basic RPG, so you won't get much more from the gameplay side.
It's more the idea of what you do in the game. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, of bringing your friends along to do nonsense.
Yeah.
So if you like that idea, then I would say, definitely pick this game up. It's so funny. I love it.
That's a game I really want to pick up, honestly, but it's so expensive these days. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know on 3DS it is a bit more. The Switch version is a little cheaper because it is like the HD remake.
I can't seem to find it. That's the thing. Like everywhere I look, physical copy is always hard. Like there's always digital, but like I'm more physical. Yeah.
So that's what I'm playing, and then of course the game we're going to talk about in the review, Donkey Kong Bananza. A lot of my time.
Yep.
So
too much of my time, I would say.
So we'll get to that in a little bit, Ben. Speaking of games, though, any fun pickups over the past couple weeks?
I've got a few, actually. I've got 2 controllers. First of all, I want to show.
Oh, okay.
So, I know I've been praising the Switch, but not praising, but I know I made a short about a Switch 2 controller and everything, saying that you should get the Switch 1 controller.
Pro controller. Yeah.
And I got one.
Oh, the Splatoon 3 one.
I got the Splatoon 3. And honestly, amazing deal I got. I got it for $50.
That's amazing.
And it's brand new. It's actually brand new. So, yeah. I'm very happy about that. Honestly, like, again, I now own like 9 Pro controllers, including the Switch 2 Pro controller. But, I think it's one of the greatest controller of all time. Like when you compare it to the Switch 2 controller, which Switch 2 Pro controller, like with the price and everything, what it does, it's just such a great controller. I just want to stack up to those controller. I've opened almost all of them. I really want to start collecting them sealed at the same time because I wanted
That'd be cool,
yeah. I kind of wanted to stand the test of time, like whenever, because I know I'm always going to go back to the Switch, and they all work on the Switch too. So with that in mind, I'm kind of like hoarding them a little bit just to be future proof in a way, because whenever, like in 20, 30, 50 years, if I want to go back to Mario Odyssey or Donkey Kong Bananza, I know this controller is always going to be there for me. I know it's always my preferred way to play. So yeah, there's that. I bought the GameCube NSO controller. Yeah I love it.
So did I, actually.
Yeah.
Just real quick, I got the N64 and the GameCube controller. They're back there somewhere, but I did finally get a couple. Yeah. I'm probably going to get a couple more when I get the chance.
Yeah, I need to. So, I honestly want to get 4 of those because for Smash specifically. Like, especially for Smash, because I'm tired of using my... Like, I love my old GameCube controllers. Thing is they've been running for, like, 25 years now, so
exactly.
Yeah, I want some new options. The 3 other are probably gonna get being kept sealed. Sorry, sealed? I'm probably gonna open one for Sab, if she wants to play with us or anything. So that's it for the controllers. In terms of games I got, and we talked about it recently, but I got Shadow Labyrinth on Switch.
Oh, yeah.
I really like whenever
really
I watch
game.
Whenever I watch the secret episode, or is it what it's called? Is it secret episode? Secret level, episode. I fell in love with the concept of like a dark, gritty Pac-Man, kind of like he just needs to devour everything. That's kind of like the basis of Pac-Man. Like whenever you play it, he just devours Puck without having a mind of its own, and it's kind of like a dark twist on that. And they've actually made a kind of Souls-like Metroidvania kind of game. Honestly, it looks really interesting. I couldn't play it before my 30 days to Switch 2 challenge, but now it just ended yesterday, so I can finally play it. I got at the same time Soul Reaver remastered 1 and 2 on Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about those games. I own like I think one or
Same.
two. The second one on Xbox, on OG Xbox. I don't know. I just know that I own a copy of this game on one of my old console. I'm gonna be honest. This game is probably gonna be sealed for a while because I have such an immense backlog of games that I want to get through before getting like into those two games. I just got it for the video game preservation part in a way.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so there's that, and of course I got the Donkey Kong Bonanza. My copy's still sealed because I double dipped. I bought the digital version.
All right.
Yeah, I bought the digital version because I needed to play at midnight because the day after I had to take off work and I had an emergency. So yeah, I couldn't go get my copy. So I was like, okay, I'll play all night, make a video, and then go, because I didn't have a choice. But this copy didn't cost me anything because I traded some games, some doubles and triples that I had or that I didn't want in my collection anymore. And yeah, so there's that. And I got the Donkey Kong Bananza amiibo
too.
Yeah,
I need to get one too.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's so cool. Yeah,
it is really cool. What's really weird about this amiibo is it's not a spoiler, but you can't use this amiibo until like late game.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I haven't gotten that far yet. So.
Yeah, because there's a specific NPC that requires that you need in order to get like the outfit that it gives, but it's like in the later levels, like near the end of the game. So it's really weird, but at the same time, like, I mean, I don't care really that much, but it's just it's weird. It's weird. I opened one. I bought two. I kept one sealed and I opened one. Because I always double dip with amiibos. Always, like, it's one of my pet. I don't know. Like, I really like the fact that I can have one sealed and one opened because yeah. So I double dipped and yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. How about you, Juice? What did you pick up recently in terms of?
Yeah, all my pre-orders for June and July all came in one big order. So you're actually going to see some doubles with what Ben had. So of course we got Bonanza, of course. Yeah. We'll get into it. Fantasy Life I.
Oh, I want this game so bad.
For me. Yeah, this is the Japanese import. It's the only one available now. They are making a Switch 2 version all on cartridge that comes out in the fall, I want to say. Yeah. But I got this one, and I think the upgrade is like $3 or $4 Canadian. So didn't really bother me. So
yeah, you took this one. Yeah, I need to get the Switch 2 version. I really want the Switch 2 version.
I got Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4, and the reason I did, because I have 1 and 2 on the regular Switch, but the reason I got this was because the Switch 2 version is free if you put the Switch 1 cartridge in the Switch 2.
No way.
Yeah, so...
Yo, that's crazy. Good thing...
And...
Yeah, sorry.
The Switch 2 is only a code in the box. Yeah, it's a code
in the box.
That's why I bought this version, so it could go in there and just get a free upgrade. So that's why I ended up going with that.
Yeah. Yeah, and I heard, like, it's a good thing from Activision, because Activision usually are not really consumer friendly. No, so that's a good thing. It's like one of the first time we have a free upgrade.
Yeah,
on Switch 2. Yo, that's crazy.
And they never really advertised it. So
no, I think I'm gonna make a video about this actually.
Yeah, it had to be discovered. So couple Atlas games. We got Raidu on Switch. And we also got 13 Sentinels. 13 Sentinels was quite cheap, so I just added it on to the order. Like you, I also got Shadow Labyrinth.
Nice.
Very curious about this game. It looks like fun. It's not very expensive either. So it was
like $45.
Buy. Yeah. So another random Sega one. We got Shining Resonance.
Shining Resonance. I've seen this game so much. It's like a Musou game, right? It's like a High Warriors kind of game.
Yeah. So, also like you, Soul Reaver.
Let's go.
Yeah, pretty much same thing. Game preservation. This game was quite old now. Yeah. But apparently the remaster cleans up a lot of things. I never got to play it as a kid. I think I knew 1 or 2 people that did actually have it. So decided to give that go.
And they're a really great game, honestly. Like, they're not bad games.
From what I hear.
Yeah. It's like a perfect, like, 2000 era kind of like action RPG in a way. Not really accurate, but whatever. It's really good.
We talked about it last podcast. I got the
Glover,
limited run version of Glover.
Apparently this version is terrible.
Apparently.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll find out. But there's also, we talked about it last podcast. Apparently, it will have a version on NSO in the future. That's the rumor. So I guess we'll wait and see.
We'll wait and see. But I'm very curious, like, to see your thoughts on this game whenever you take
I'll
the
give
time
it a
to
go
play
and
it.
see. Because I heard the Switch version isn't great.
Yeah, it's not great. It's like it's worse than the N64 version apparently. So like,
we also got The Thing remaster. This is a PS2 Xbox era game. It's very interesting. It's
I never heard about this
tactical shooter. It's a tactical shooter based off the 80s horror movie.
Yeah.
Apparently it's really good. So
cool.
We also got Worms Armageddon.
Nice. That's such
classic.
That's so good. Yeah.
And then the last one, Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit. I know you played it on stream.
Yeah.
It was pretty alright.
Okay. It's okay.
It was pretty inexpensive, so that's why I picked it up. So yeah, quite a bit there, but so I got a lot to get through. I definitely want to try Shadow Labyrinth. That'll be one that
I think that's my first one that I'm playing next. Like, it looks really good.
It does.
It's just really does. The only thing I don't like about this game is the graphics. I don't like flash type.
Yeah, it's kind of flashy. Yeah.
But at the same time, it's kind of nostalgic because I've played so many flash games when I was a kid on like Dragon games and like mini clip and stuff like that. So I'm like, I'll try to dig the graphics, but I don't know yet.
Yeah, it's not a full price game, so I'm giving it a little bit of like the benefit of the doubt.
Exactly.
But, yeah, we'll see how it is after like a couple hours in it. So yeah, a lot of stuff. I try to map everything out for the year whenever I'm doing like pre-orders or things that interest me. So we'll see. But that's enough of the pickups, the stuff that we've been doing. Let's get to the No Continues news roundup. Only one thing real quick that isn't Nintendo related. It's very Nintendo dominated. Not a shock for our podcast. The Ghost of Yote presentation happened earlier in July, showing off the full thing of Ghost of Yote. This, before Donkey Kong Bananza was revealed, was my most anticipated game for 2025. If you have not played Ghost of Tsushima, man, you gotta play it.
Oh my god!
This presentation, like of what they were showing off for Ghost of Yote, this was really impressive to me. I don't know if you got to see it, Ben.
I didn't get to see it, but I've heard, like, I've seen some clips of it, and like there's like a kind of like a Samurai Champloo mode in it, like the guy that did Samurai Champloo, which looks really cool. Like,
it really is. Yeah.
No, I can't wait to play it. Honestly, like I love Ghost of Tsushima. I've played a lot. I haven't finished it though because like at some point it becomes a little bit long, and I'm a completionist, so like I'm trying to do everything, and that's where I get discouraged with games usually. But I want to go back to it. I want to finish it because it's a really good game. It's just it's a hard game to pick back up whenever you've not been playing like for 3 years.
Yeah. So when I played it, I did it all the way through. I didn't have anything really extra. I just played Tsushima.
Yeah.
Because I felt like I feel like the game needed my whole attention. I loved it. I loved the ending. This game the new one looks really good. There's bounties that you can get, so you can hunt down other samurais. There's new weapons instead of stances. So, this is going to be really interesting. Once we get into our review of Bonanza in a little bit, I think it's going to come down to that and Donkey Kong Bonanza for my game of the year. So
okay,
it'll be interesting.
It'll be interesting. Yep.
So, but after that, let's talk about some Nintendo movie stuff.
Yes, sir.
Because there are a couple of things going on. Nintendo and Universal, so the company that owns Illumination, they filed a copyright for a Donkey Kong movie, presumably animated. So this
hopefully
would be a spin-off. This would be a spin-off Donkey Kong movie of the Super Mario Brothers movie. So presumably with Seth Rogen reprising his role as Donkey Kong. I wasn't really shocked about this at all. I think what this does, and maybe you can let me know if I'm going crazy or not, but this really confirms that Nintendo for the past 2 years have really been trying to position Donkey Kong as like
A new,
a top tier
yeah,
franchise
like a
for them.
Zelda, kind of like a
Like a
Zelda,
Mario, like a Zelda,
Zelda,
like a
yeah.
Pokemon,
But
like right up there.
honestly, I think it's a bright move for Nintendo because in
I
the
think so too, yeah.
90s, like Donkey Kong dominated in the Super Nintendo era. Like,
Oh yeah.
Donkey Kong Country is still regarded as one of the greatest game of all time. Like greatest 2D platformer of all time, and like I kind of agree. I kind of agree to it. Like, it's so good, and it was so big back then. I had it when I was a kid. I played shit ton of it. Like, everyone had 1, 2, and 3. Everyone remembers those games fondly. It's just after DK64, they just decided to like kind of forget TK in a way. Like,
he was definitely sidelined for sure.
He was put into the hands of other developers instead of like Nintendo developers. Like, I know Rare did DK64, but that's pretty much where it started, where Nintendo was like, oh, it's a side franchise now, you just put it to the hands of other developers, and then so I think
like all these things like Barrel Blast, Jungle Beat, King of Swing
are amazing games, but still they were like double A Nintendo games, as I call them.
Donkey Kong would have been in like the same conversation as F-Zero,
exactly.
Star Fox,
exactly,
Pikmin, and not that those aren't bad. I love all those series.
I love all of those.
It's not like your
flagship titles.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but
because like Mario and Zelda,
to push them.
Exactly, Mario and Zelda are flagship titles for Nintendo. Like, absolutely. Yeah. But now that Donkey Kong can be the third one, I think that's a great thing. I've always loved Donkey Kong. I wish Metroid would be the fourth. I really wish, because like there's so much potential with Metroid. You could do you could basically do a horror game with Metroid. Metroid Prime 1 and Super Metroid are kind of a little bit not Metroid Prime, but like Super Metroid is like kind of one of the first ambience horror game, kind of. Like, you feel so alone, you feel so like stranded in a planet and everything. Like, there's so many potential that they could do with Metroid, and I think they're just not exploring it to its fullest. I know it's not the
potential.
Like, they could do like a first-person shooter. Like, they could do like side games like Call of Duty with Metroid. It could work, they could do anything anyway. But yeah, I really want Metroid to be the fourth flagship series.
I think when it comes to like the top, it is Mario, it is Zelda. I would probably put Animal Crossing there.
Now,
the last few releases have been massive for them. Nintendo doesn't own it, but whether we like it or not, Pokemon is probably up there too, right?
But they own like a third of the. Yeah,
they do own a third.
Yeah, they do own a third.
But these are like the gigantic pillars, right? And I would say like after that, it's probably like Kirby. Kirby is huge. Very pushed.
Yeah.
Kirby is always there. I love Kirby. I think he's like Nintendo's best mascot character, actually. And then now it's probably like Donkey Kong creeping up. Splatoon is really being popular. But then you get down to like the the B tier team, Pikmin. I love Pikmin. They're down there. F-Zero, Star Fox, Metroid, ARMS is probably in there now. These like second tier.
Dragon Drive is next. No, I'm joking.
No, that's like way down there.
That's C tier. That's D tier, actually. That's D tier. No, but I understand. Like, and it's funny that you mentioned that Pikmin is like a B tier, because Miyamoto, I think he wanted Pikmin to be the next flagship title. But like, it's so niche, Pikmin. It's so niche that I don't think it's impossible for it to be like a not a B tier, but like in order for it to be a like a flagship title, it needs to have like more variety in a way. Like, you need to make more games that are not only Pikmin games. I don't know how to explain it, but like, maybe a platformer with Pikmins or something like that.
Well, they tried that on the 3DS, but
that was terrible. Terrible.
But I'm with you. But you see the things with the Donkey Kong expansion in the theme park. You see him in the movie. He was clearly a big part of the movie, and now he has his own very big AAA game. Definitely feels like they're positioning him to be a top tier franchise. So
yeah.
not shocked that he probably will have a movie come out in the next few years, whether that's a theatrical or like a streaming movie. This sounds like it is in the works. Like another movie that's in the works, the Legend of Zelda movie.
Yep.
That's in collaboration with Sony, not Universal. So it's very weird seeing Nintendo and Sony work together.
Yep.
They just casted Link and Zelda just this past week. So Benjamin Evan Ainsworth will be playing Link, and Bo Bragason will be playing Zelda. They're pretty young. I think she is 21. He's turning 16 or 17.
I've seen him in a show on Netflix. I think it's like
he was on the Haunting of Bly Manor.
Bly Manor. Yeah, sure. He's a really great actor. Like as a kid, amazing actor. So
yeah,
it's a little bit weird that he's young. But actually, you know what's funny? I think people thought they would do like Twilight Princess, like an adaptation of Twilight Princess in a way, like adult Link and adult Zelda. But like one of the most popular Zelda game is Ocarina of Time. So
I always thought it would be Ocarina.
Yeah, like
that was my guess.
Honestly, Link being a kid makes sense. Like it really does make sense. So I don't know. For me, at first I was kind of like, okay, what the hell? But the more I see it, the more it makes sense to me. I really wished Hunter Schafer would have been Zelda.
Would have been Zelda
because she looks like Zelda.
There is the look there.
Oh man, it's an exact copy of Zelda. That's the thing. Like.
Yeah, my thing is it depends what they're going for. Are you going for the younger look, like maybe a Link to the Past, like where they're maybe 13/14?
Yeah.
If they were going for the Twilight Princess, I would probably be in line with you. Like Hunter Schafer should have probably been Zelda in that, where Link is closer to an adult at that point. He's reaching manhood.
Yeah, he's like 17 in the game.
18. Yeah. So I want to know what story specifically they're pulling from. I'm sure it'll be fine though. It'll be interesting. It is going to be weird seeing Link talk.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yep.
He's just not a talkative guy, so it'll be interesting. I wonder if they'll be able to like limit that.
I think it's going to be the leverage where Link is going to start to talk in games. I think they won't have a choice to put Link as a talkative character in newer Zelda games. Like they don't have a choice. If he talks in a movie,
I don't know. A part of me like also feels like it's fine if they do it in movie. In game, I don't see it. Like Donkey Kong, spoiler before our review, he doesn't talk in Bananza.
No,
he makes monkey noises.
Yeah, he's like
Mario. Mario
stupid.
Still doesn't really talk
in games.
I don't need. The reason I don't need Link to talk is because I always see Link as an extension of me. And I kind of nod along. I let everyone else do the talking and let me soak up the information. So that's how I've always felt about it. Not like I can talk in the game.
No, I know.
That's just my thought.
But I've always. That's the thing. For me, I don't like when a character cannot talk. Like I've never seen myself in a character in a video game. Like the only characters I've seen myself in is probably like Noah in Xenoblade Chronicles 3. But he talks. But he's such like I feel like what he lived and everything kind of resonates with me. Kind of like it's weird that I say that because my favorite video game of all time is Majora's Mask, and I feel like Link in Majora's Mask. But that's that, yeah. But I think it's the only game that I feel like the protagonist. I would like. I'm kind of a little bit tired of Nintendo making everyone else talk around Link and Link just grunts,
that's fair.
It annoys me for some reason. Like in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, you clearly see Link talk, but he doesn't say a word. And like their canonical response for it is like he's a very pensive guy. Like he doesn't talk a lot. And I'm like, I understand that. But like at this point, when everyone else around you is voice acted, just voice Link. Like I know Link is made to be like androgynous, so like he appeals to men and women in a way, or but like still he needs to talk, man. I'm tired of Link not talking. Like I really want him to talk. I want him to have a personality. I want to know what he's like. That's the thing. Like I understand that he's supposed to be me, but I want to know what he likes. That's the thing.
He's stoic. He's stoic.
But it's like he looks dumb. Like, I love Link, but like in Breath of the Wild, he looks dumb. He looks like there's not a thought that goes on in his head. And I'm like, dude, he just does this for the fun of it. Like, I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me. He needs to have a purpose, you know? He needs to have something. I think, well, whatever.
Yeah, I see, and it's funny. I view the opposite. I don't know why.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm more so in the taking all the information around me.
Yeah.
And me absorbing it. But I don't know. So it'll be either way. We've all known Link as pretty much being a silent protagonist. So seeing that in a live action movie it'll be interesting. It sounds like they're filming in the fall. So this movie will be there. I think they said 2026.
I think May 2026, if I remember correctly, but I'm not sure. Sure.
But sounds like this movie's getting going. These are our two cast members. They look the part. We'll see how they are when we get to that.
Yeah. But they're great actors.
Like
I haven't seen the girl, but
Bo Bragison,
yeah, Bo Bragison, but like the other one, like the one that plays Link. I think he's a fantastic actor. So I don't know how he's gonna be in a like heroic role,
hero setting,
hero setting, but because he kind of played like a tortured boy, you know, kind of like
yeah.
So we'll see. He has a good range of emotions, kind of.
Yeah. So Nintendo continuing being an entertainment company, not just a video game company.
Honestly, like I kind of want to delve a little bit deeper in that subject, but like I kind of like Nintendo not just being a video game company these days. Like now they're doing toys with amiibos. They've originated with toys, we all know that, but now they're coming back to toys. They're selling us like kind of like nostalgia in forms of toys, which is cool. I don't know, what are your thoughts on that, Juice, but I would really like, I like the fact that Nintendo is like doing more things than just like video games, because I think they've always kind of wanted to get away.
They've always done that, right? You know, in the 80s they had shows, right? They had the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. There was a Legend of Zelda show. There was Captain N, the Game Master, right? So they had TV shows. So they've always wanted to clearly expand into other things. They did have a Mario Brothers movie in the 90s. Obviously, that's a whole different story. I love the movie for many, many different reasons than what the actual content of the movie.
Yeah, of course.
Then that I would do a full episode just talking about that movie specifically.
We should
Nintendo
actually.
Is clear. Yeah, it's wild. Yeah. It's a unbelievable case study on like how things can go wrong in creative control. Either way, Nintendo has clearly wanted to do entertainment, but they needed to do it right. Those TV shows, you and I have gone back and watched some. They don't hold up very well.
No, they don't hold up, but it's nostalgic to me, and Nintendo is a very nostalgic company. They drive on nostalgia. Unfortunately, that's what it is, you know?
Yeah, but you know, they had some other good stuff that I liked, like Kirby Right Back at You, which is the anime show.
I never watched it,
It's very good.
It's really good.
I really like it.
I just know the meme where Kirby falls. That's it.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That show's really good. So Nintendo has always wanted to expand, and they want to get into. Now they're obviously into Lego, right? I think they're really cool. I think they're really choosing wisely who gets what, right? So, you know, hey, we're making toys. Guess what? We're going to Lego. We're going to the biggest, toy company.
Safest brand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, whether you like it or not, Illumination, for the most part, are efficient with their animated movies, and they usually do very well. You and I both saw the Super Mario Brothers movie. I've seen it a couple times.
Same.
It's a good movie. It's
fantastic movie.
Is it like doing anything new? No, but I think the reality is that's
it doesn't need
right?
to.
That was the movie they wanted to make.
It appeals to long-term fans and children at the same time that discovers Mario for the first time. There's so many references in the movie that like long-term fans like you and me notice, like and like
exactly,
and like the kid that's gonna watch the movie, they don't notice that thing. Like that's what I like about the movie. It's like it's not trying to be the next big thing. It's just trying to be a Mario movie. Like,
yeah.
So yeah,
like I think they've always wanted to do more than video games, but now it's fully coming. It's coming full circle now. You have the amusement park, the movies, the toys, and you still are the video game company. That is clearly where you make the most money.
Yeah.
But you are expanding now to more different things. I think Sony wants to do that more, right? There's a Gran Turismo movie.
Yeah.
They're trying to make, there's a God of War TV series in the work.
Yeah.
They want to do that. There was going to be a Concord episode in Secret Level. I think there is.
I think there is
a
actually.
Concord episode. Yeah. So they clearly want to do the same. You just got to be careful.
I think there's a God of War episode.
There is.
Yeah. I haven't watched the season 2. Not the season 2, but like the part that they've Nintendo released an alarm at the same time. Alarmo, like
alarm clock, yeah.
And I own it, and that's what wakes me up every morning, you know. So, I mean, I want Nintendo to do more stuff like that. It's just I think Nintendo, they're on the expensive side, unfortunately. Like the Alarmo being like $130 here in Canada. Oof. For what it does, like, unfortunately, like, quick review of Alarmo before we move on to the next point, but like, dude, like I can't even put like multiple alarms on it. Like there's only one alarm that I can put, which is still to this day stupid. Like they should have an update where I could put like multiple alarms on it. Like, I don't know, whatever. But yeah,
they now we're really seeing them do all these things. As long as they still stick to the core of video games, I'm cool with the other projects. I'll definitely, I'll indulge in Lego. I'll indulge in the movies. I'll probably go to Super Nintendo World at some point. So, we still got some movies coming out. I think next year is the Super Mario 2 movie.
Super Mario World or something?
Yeah, Super Mario World, I think, is actually what it's called. They haven't said it officially, but it was leaked by Universal by accident. So, but yeah, as long as they're still making the good video games, which we'll talk about, sounds like and feels like, they're still making
it, yeah.
So, speaking of Nintendo and video games, which is a common subject, the Nintendo Play Test is happening again. This is a really weird project. If you don't know what this is, Nintendo back in October of 2024 randomly announced that they were going to have an online play test for 10,000 selected players who had Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pass. You had to register. And they wanted you to test this game that was being worked on. It is an MMO with like Minecraft elements. You play as like a little caveman figure.
Which is weird.
And you basically roam around, build things, and you're trying to light beacons. The world is actually like very dark, but every time you light a beacon, it kind of glows that area of the world. And I guess you and the online community are supposed to make the entire world glow while making stuff. It's been now basically almost a year since the playtest happened. The playtest was for about 2 weeks in October of 2024. They're opening it back up again. So you can register. At the time of when we're posting this episode of the podcast, it's probably already closed. But you can register. It's now not only for Switch 1, but it is for Switch 2 as well.
Time.
And this sounds like it's going to be a game that's offered with
NSO.
Plus
expansion pack.
Plus expansion pass, it sounds like. Now, to look up gameplay, you kind of have to go digging for this gameplay.
Yes, because nobody's allowed.
Yeah, you're not allowed to really record this gameplay.
I think you're allowed to record it, but you're not allowed to share it.
Post
it until the game is released. So I think I think like content creators and everything can talk about it, but they cannot really show gameplay of it.
So if you want to see gameplay, there is some of it out there. You kind of have to go scouring on the internet.
It kind of looks like Dragon Quest Builders in a way.
It does kind of look like Dragon Quest Builders, with a Nintendo flair to it. It's a weird project. I'm going to be trying to get our entire group in on it. to see if we can get in, because it's
Have you registered us yet, or?
It's on Monday.
It's on
so
Monday,
at the time of recording, it's Sunday, so I'll be up on Monday trying to get us all
tomorrow
registered.
Yeah.
But Nintendo doesn't do this stuff where you're play testing a game. They've done like before Splatoon 3 came out, there was like a demo. They did the same thing with Nintendo Switch Sports,
the play
but those games were basically done.
And they're public too.
Out
People knew about them. That's the thing.
Exactly.
Before, like you talked about it to me like 3 days ago, and I didn't even know what it was. Like,
yeah. It's a really weird project, but I'm gonna see if we can get us in. If you get a chance, look at it. It's a weird. This is weird for Nintendo. So
it is really weird.
Yeah. We'll see. And it'll be interesting to see if this is a game that comes out at some. I'm assuming it will. They wouldn't do 2 or 3 play tests testing servers with this game to make sure it's not.
Exactly.
I guess we'll wait and see. So, but we got some more craziness happening this week as well. The Pokemon Presents is on July 22nd this week. So
it's in like
on
2
Tuesday.
days. Yeah.
I'm not anticipating much. I'm guessing Pokemon Legends ZA.
More gameplay, maybe. Maybe Gen 10. We're at Gen 10 now, or Gen 9. Yeah, maybe
it would be Gen 10. The only thing is, for me, next year is Pokemon's 30th anniversary, and that feels like a Gen 10 time to me.
Yeah, and like if you follow closely Pokemon cards, because I got into Pokemon cards recently. Not recently. I've always collected Pokemon cards, but now I collect more sealed products because I kind of want a retirement at one point. I rip a couple of packs, but I really keep most of my products sealed for me to intend to like resell in the future. Like when I say resell, I say 20-30 years down the line, not right now, of course, but yeah, the thing is, like when you look at Pokemon sets right now, ZA is the next Pokemon set because it's Mega Evolution. So if there was gonna be a Gen 10 soon, we would have probably took notice with Pokemon sets. So I don't know.
The only thing I can think of, Pokemon Presents, they've always let us down. Heck, we had an episode talking about it because there was one in whenever Pokemon Day was. Is that February?
Yeah, it was like a couple of months ago, and it was terrible. Yeah, like the Pokemon online game where like it's Pokemon Stadium but online. Who cares?
Yeah, well, I feel like that's what we're gonna see.
Yeah, we're gonna see this
Pokemon
Champions.
Right?
Yeah.
I think this is when we're gonna see that game.
Yeah,
and maybe Pokemon Coliseum gets released on the GameCube NSO, or like
that'd be cool.
We hear about,
or maybe Emerald on NSO, or like, bro, Pokemon, just sell us Emerald on a cart. Jesus, it's not that deep. It's not that hard.
Do you remember that rumor where they said it was going to be like a Game Boy collection?
Oh, yeah.
That was not happening.
But I wish it would.
That would be cool.
Man, like I would buy it like 3 times, I think. Like keep 3 sealed, just like I'm exaggerating, but I would probably double dip on that, keep 1 sealed and open 1 for sure.
All I'll say is by the time we post this episode, it'll probably already passed.
Yeah.
If you had high expectations for this Prince,
lower them.
I would you gotta lower them like way down.
Yeah.
I think the newest thing you'll see is Pokemon Championships, which, like we were saying, is just basically online Pokemon Stadium,
Pokemon Stadium
with your phone and your Switch. So
and like Pokemon Presents has never been good, like not even once in their life. Like
not really.
Like they're trying to do the Nintendo thing with the Nintendo Directs, and instead, like, that's the thing, since Pokemon is not owned by Nintendo, they really want to make sure that they're not owned by Nintendo, and so like they don't want to put it in Nintendo Directs. Like I think I've never seen Pokemon in a Nintendo Direct.
It was in the Nintendo Direct before the Switch 2 one, like that one that was
true. It appears a little bit, but it's never announced. No, it is announced on Nintendo Direct. I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like sometimes they do, and then sometimes they feel they need to be independent. It's weird. They also announced the DLC for Scarlet and Violet in a
on
Pokemon
Nintendo
Direct. Yeah, so
True.
I don't know.
True.
Don't anticipate much though.
Yeah, no, it's
Don't
gonna be
anticipate
terrible.
much. But, and the reason I'm saying this is because the Nintendo Direct. It wouldn't be a no continuous podcast without a Nintendo Direct.
Exactly. We need to talk about the Nintendo Direct.
Unfortunately, Brad's prediction of July 8th, it did not come
true. Sorry, Brad. We love
However,
you, but
however, Nate the Hate is reporting that he has heard that a July Direct is apparently
in the works,
on the table, and might be happening, and he anticipates presumably in late July. So for me, I would assume this week is a wash with the Pokemon Presents.
Yeah.
However, late next week, like
maybe,
or I would say July 29th or July 30th, which is a Tuesday or a Wednesday. That probably checks out, and that would be insane. But the reality is, you and I talked about it last podcast. There's still a lot that we haven't known about as far as dates. Kirby Air Rider's date. We don't know Metroid Prime 4's date. Which
exactly.
That one's getting pretty. It's like, hey,
it's like we
really got to know about the date. We need this date.
It was supposed to be like a Switch one in the works title. Like it was supposed to be out for the longest time, and now I thought it would have been a launch title. It would have made perfect sense. If it would have been a launch title. It's not. There's Iron Warriors at the same time.
Iron Warriors, right?
There's a lot of games that
we don't know anything as far as dates go. So I also think there are some third-party games too that need to be announced. Another great example: we don't have a date for Elden Ring yet. We don't have a date for Final Fantasy VII Remake,
which I thought would have been a launch title for some reason. It's not, because I'm gonna buy it. I'm actually gonna buy it. This game,
me too.
Physically,
yeah. So you can take it on the go.
Yeah.
So there are a bunch of things that we don't know about, and I still feel like Nintendo has one or two things up their sleeve for this year.
Yeah.
I have no idea what it could be. So, but you got to announce them. We've gone a long stretch now since that April Direct that showed off the Switch 2 and these games. I think now it's time to start seeing some of these things.
Yeah, because I think there's a lot of third-party developers that waited to showcase their new game for the Switch 2, because there's no new games right now, which is weird.
No.
Which is really weird.
No. Well, one of the rumors, I didn't write it down for our script, but apparently one of the rumors is that Nintendo has been very picky within the last 6 months as to what developers are getting dev kits. And apparently it's still a hassle for certain developers to get dev kits for the Switch 2. And I think, what are we doing? Just give these people
Nintendo, come on now. You're not.
I know.
You're not I understand that you want to be very protective of your IPs and your console, but bro, you have to make money, Nintendo. Come on.
we need to see some games. So
it just doesn't make sense. It really doesn't.
It doesn't make sense to me either. So unless you're a top tier, developer, for them, so CD Projekt Red,
Capcom,
Activision,
Konami,
Square Enix, I just think start giving them out now. It's time. We need to start seeing some of these games. But we'll see. There's certain games too that we want to see. I'm sure we'll see more of. Sonic Crossworlds. Apparently, it is all on cartridge.
The bullying worked. It's a joke.
So there we go. Bullying works, he says. So true, though. I mean,
it is true. We didn't bully, but we voted with our wallets. That thing.
Yep.
The headlines where third-party developers complained that sales were low. I'm pretty sure it was Sega. I am 90% sure it was Sega, because how many games they released physically for the Switch 2?
It was
5?
It was 3.
Oh, 3.
It was Yakuza, Sonic Cross Shadow Generations, and Puyo Tetris 3. All games that are old.
Yeah, and of course people not gonna buy them if it's a game key card. I'm telling you, I know Sega is probably not listening to this. I'm not delusional, but if Sega, you're listening to this, re-releasing games and putting them as game key cards Nobody's gonna buy them. People will double dip on a lot of things, especially Switch 2 collecting, if it's fully on the cart. That's why the Switch 1 is still one of the like most popular system to collect for to this day, because everything is mostly on the cart. So if you can do that on Switch 2, people are going to triple dip on your games. They're going to buy 3 copies of Shadow Generation. They're going to buy Yakuza 0 for the first time because they've never owned a PS1. Like, they will do that, but like, you have to understand the market. That's the thing. Anyway, sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah. So, you know, there are still things that we need to see. So I wouldn't be surprised if we got a direct late this month. I'm in for it.
Yeah, I'm in for it too.
I actually kind of believe this one. So
Same.
Nate the Hate has been pretty accurate. He's the one that had the date right for the Nintendo Switch 2 initial reveal.
And like nobody believed him at first because
no one believed him.
Because Nintendo made sure that the trailer would go online without any notice, without telling everyone. So I'm like, ugh. Yeah.
And ever since then, he's been pretty accurate. So until proven otherwise, I tend to believe him. So we'll wait and see. But a lot of Nintendo stuff going on, a lot of craziness, but we still have stuff we need to know about. But let's focus right here, right now, on their current big release. Seems to be taking the world by storm, and that is Donkey Kong Bananza.
Yes, sir.
So this will be kind of like an initial thoughts / kind of review. We won't have everything. We're not going to give any spoilers.
No,
exactly. At least for the most part. We're just going to talk about our general thoughts about the game. It has reviewed very well. It has been highly praised. Ben, let's start just with you quick. Your overall thoughts on Donkey Kong Bananza.
At first, I was amazed by the game. I thought like this game would like it is one of my favorite games of all time. I'm not gonna shy away from that. Yes, like I'm telling you, this game does so many things right, so little wrong in my opinion. It is a 3D platformer, but more emphasis on breaking stuff instead. It's more brawly kind of a game. More action. There's not a lot of focus on platforming kind of. There is, but it's not like Mario Odyssey where it's all platforming and like the movement is really satisfying. There's still a way to control Donkey Kong very satisfyingly in a way. I think like I thought the destruction wouldn't get old. But now that I'm like more than halfway through the game, I'm a little bit of a completionist. I like a lot to like explore every nook and crannies of each areas. And now it's getting a little bit old, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Not too much. Not like it might just be because I'm so busy these days that whenever I try to play a little bit of Bonanza, I find myself just like going on an area for like 3 hours, just finding everything, and then I get bored. It's not that I get bored; it's just I get too stimulated. I think this game stimulates you too much in a way. You have so many things to do. There's always something to find, and whenever you find something, there's always a reward, and the reward is worth something, and it's too much sometimes. I think that's my biggest gripes about this game, and it's not a big gripe because I think it's one of my favorite game of all. Like it's in my top 10 for sure, favorite game of all time so far. I just love everything about the game. Like I love collecting stuff. I love the environments. I love that you could break everything. I love that like everything is not brain dead too. Like whenever you get a kind of, I don't know, collectible in a way, you have to work on it.
Fossils, the Banandium,
you have to work for it. It's not like in Mario Odyssey where it's just there. You see it, you know it's there. You just have to reach it. You know, no, but yeah, those are my first thought. Like my general impression. I really like the game. Like really, really like the game. I think it has potential to be game of the year for sure. But yeah, how about you, Juice? What are your first thoughts about the game? General impressions.
You know what? Obviously, very similarly to you, this is a really good game.
Yeah.
You know, just bar none. This, you know, we're Nintendo people, and you know, you see online when people are like, how could you like Nintendo? They're so old school. They're all these types of things. You know, sometimes they're, you know, not the best. How can you like support them? And the reality is, it's games like this.
Yes,
This is
absolutely.
why we love Nintendo, is for games like this where just everything seems to be clicking. It's an amazing, this game controls amazing. The
Yeah.
music is unbelievable. It looks
Yep.
amazing. And the most important thing, they just have some of the most fun experiences
Exactly.
in video games
Yes.
ever.
Absolutely.
The best way I can describe Donkey Kong Bonanza is it's Banjo-Kazooie, Donkey Kong 64, Mario Odyssey, and
Yeah.
Minecraft all put into one game
Yeah.
and put out into the world.
Yeah.
Because I actually see a decent amount of Banjo-Kazooie in this game
Yep.
when it comes to me, when it comes to the collecting and the move set.
Yeah.
It was like immediately the first thing I thought about. And then I'm like, well, obviously that's connected to Donkey Kong 64.
Yeah, of
'cause
course.
they're very similarly
It's
to that.
basically the
Of
same
course,
game, Banjo and Donkey Kong 64, by the way. It's like they're practically the same game. So
yeah. And then of course, obviously there's the Odyssey touch. You very clearly see it with the visuals, the way the game controls. And then, the destructibility, that's where the Minecraft aspect comes from.
Yeah.
Like you, I've probably played this game for about 9 to 10 hours, and I'm still only on like world 3.
Yeah.
I haven't discovered any of the other transformations yet because I've been so locked in on just being like, did I explore that corner? Did I do this challenge?
exactly.
I should go back to check that part. I should go, and my brain is constantly just checking things, looking for different treasure, trying to unlock the new outfits.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Changing Donkey Kong's fur color, like the customization options.
So
That's
cool.
I loved about Odyssey. The fact that I could just change Mario's outfit, that was actually just like so surreal to me because I had always known him and the overalls
In the
red
overalls,
hat. Same thing with Donkey Kong. I've only known him in the red tie. Well, now my Donkey Kong, he's like Coca-Cola color. He has white fur with red pants. He looks like he's straight out of Coca-Cola.
Yeah, exactly. Mine has he has a bow tie now, so
yeah. So like it's just really good.
It's
and
really
hearing the voice acting from Pauline, I thought that would be weird because Mario games don't really have voice acting except Sunshine.
For some reason, Sunshine has.
Yeah, but it didn't bother me at all. It just seemed like everything was clicking.
Yeah.
This is a really good
It's
game.
A really good
This game does a lot. It's just so much fun. I think that's the simple part. When I'm playing a game, and I'm sure this has obviously happened to you probably with this game, you start playing it at one time and you check your clock and you're like, oh my god, it's been 2.5, 3 hours. Like I don't even think I've done anything in this level yet. Every time, like when Mario gets a moon in Odyssey for me, and you get that that little sound jingle. Whenever Donkey Kong gets a Banandium gem and he hits that pose and you get the banana, I get there's something in my brain that just goes yes,
and like yes, I achieved something.
I did it.
Yeah.
And the collectibles, I love Odyssey, but the collectibles are only really so you can get the true ending and complete the Odyssey. In Bonanza, the Banandium gems are really essential, I think, because now there's a skill tree to improve your skills and to get better and to help you find more things. So I find it very important to find the Banandium gems.
Exactly.
Like that's a real big incentive for me. I saw this one person on TikTok was like, I don't get the point of finding the Banandium gems. And I'm like, to me, it's to improve the experience so I could do more with Donkey Kong. So I'm driven to find the Banandium. I'm always doing the clap.
The clap. Like I'm spamming the living shit out of the clap, like dong 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 dong. I'm always like just bang 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 all the time, like all the time.
Yeah, the clap, if you don't know what it is, it's essentially a sonar, and it collects all items that are within basically a little radius of you. Like if there's gold, it basically all magnetically draws to you. I actually, for the first time like ever, I actually button mapped my Nintendo Switch 2 controller to one of the back buttons for the clap. I'm literally just clapping.
You're just clapping. Oh, I think I'm gonna do that actually. Yo, that's a good idea.
The right ones, because like I'm just hitting it all the time, looking for sonar, looking for the fossils, and I enjoy Donkey Kong 64 enough. Obviously, that game is very mixed in the sense of collecting things and how you need to change characters to collect certain things.
Exactly, yeah.
This type of collectathon, this and Mario Odyssey, I feel very incentivized to check every single corner of
the map.
Because I know that it's going to not only progress myself, but in Donkey Kong Bananza's case, it progresses my character. It makes them better.
That's why I think has an advantage over Mario Odyssey for the Banandium gems, because I think you're required to get 0 Banandium gems to finish the game. You can just not get them. You cannot collect them.
Yeah, you can just go right through to the end, essentially. Yeah.
But without doing that, the game is going to get so difficult. Like, the terrain's going to be so hard to break. Like, there's going to be something that it's going to be, like, it's a worthwhile, like, side thing to do to get the Banandium gems, because it increases Donkey Kong. It makes it more... Like, it just makes it better to use, in my opinion. Like,
well, and you can refine Donkey Kong the way that you want to. Then, you know, you can apply the skills that you feel is important.
Yeah.
Right? Graphically and musically, this game looks and just sounds amazing.
Fantastic, yeah.
Every time I, like, do that punch and you just hear, like, the impact, it just feels...
so good,
so satisfying. Like, whenever I do the roll, which I find is really important to master, whenever I roll into an enemy and like that enemy goes flying off and hits something else, super satisfying.
Oh my god, it's so satisfying.
Time. You know those like skeleton with the crocodile heads?
Where you
like,
break and then after that you have to hit the skeleton. I
always just, like, if I'm ever in like one of those challenge rooms and you fight all 3, once the skeleton is exposed, I am always rolling into it, so he goes flying and hits the next one. And like gold explodes, kind of like, so it's really good. Materials too has a lot of like depth into the game, which I like. It really does.
Like, I've been playing. Today I played a little bit with Sab, you know, with my partner. We played like, she played Pauline and everything, and Pauline can copy like terrain and copy like attributes. So, and like, it's not mind numbing because like you still like, she still has to do something in the game, but it makes it like really interesting whenever you but whenever you get different attributes and then you attack it for someone else. Like, you see so many different combination that you can do. I don't know, I think it's really cool, like, that they've done this for the multiplayer, not just like her like yelling rocks, you know, because like she attacks with her yells. Like, you can attack with gold, you can attack with frost, you can attack with like lava, you can attack with everything if you want. It's really cool. I don't know. There's it adds a level of depth in the game, and especially with DK, you can just pick up material and throw it, and it's going to change the outcome of what you throw to an enemy or to a terrain or anything, which is honestly really cool. Like, and it's not really needed in the game. Like, nobody really, like, it's just an extra layer of like, oh, you can do this. You can create platforms with mud, you know, if you want to.
Yeah, you can,
Yeah, if you want to reach higher areas that you're not supposed to, you can do it with mud. Like, but it's not explained in the game, but that's what I like, you know? It's really cool. There's multiple layers of depth in the game instead of, like, just being a brawler collectathon in a way.
Yeah. My only thing with the game, and it's not really a complaint, it's just something to know, the control scheme is very specific.
Yeah, it's really weird.
It's the reason it's done is for a specific reason. So A is to jump, and that's usually off-putting to me because B is usually to jump for Mario games, right? So, but the reason A is to jump is because X, so the button above it, is to punch upwards, B is to punch downward, and Y is to punch straight.
Yeah.
It's basically so you have all options of destroying terrain and punching things. So if you're used to B being the jump button, you know, just just know that
it took a while for me to get used to it. Honestly, at first I was like, oh my god, it's not gonna be a great experience, and like an hour later, I was already like pulling crazy moves.
Yeah, but yeah, for the first little bit, you'll definitely be like, okay, I have to like really get used to this
exactly, yeah,
style. But yeah, other than that, right now, I haven't completed the game yet. The story is pretty straightforward. It's nothing too crazy right now. You know, they're trying to get to the center of the planet so they can get a wish, so Pauline can go back to the surface.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong just wants bananas.
He just wants to eat bananas. Yeah, exactly.
He's just in for the ride, essentially. Yeah. There are certain characters that I'm waiting to meet up with. Spoilers are out online, which really bums me out.
Yeah, we got spoiled before I got spoiled before the game was released, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah. So not happy about that.
Because there's a good twist to the game. Like, there's a really great like a twist where you're like, "Oh my god!" Like, okay, I didn't know they would go there, but they did.
Neither did I. So, but having that part spoiled really
TikTok
did not make me happy.
No, me too.
Yeah, this is just a really high quality game. I'm having a lot of fun. Whenever a game sucks me in like this, that's when I know I'm in for a really, really good time. This to me, we talked about how people may have been bored with just having Mario Kart World. I think if this came out at the same time, that would have alleviated a lot of problems. Yep. Luckily, it was just a month later, so we really didn't have to wait that long.
No, and like it didn't hurt the Switch 2 sales. I think so. Like,
yeah. I just think about playing this alongside Mario Kart World at the same time would have been crazy.
Oh my god.
That would have been an insane time.
Yeah.
Like
it would.
But it's just it's fantastic. This to me is probably going to be Nintendo's best game this year. I think the only real competitor is Metroid Prime.
Metroid Prime for me might be because I'm a big Metroid Prime is so good, man. Especially the first one. The thing is I'm waiting for Nintendo to re-release 2 and 3. I own them. I don't own 2, but I own 3. I own the I don't own. I rent because I got it digitally back then on the Wii U. Metroid Prime Trilogy, which is the best way to play 2 and 3. But my 2 actually, because 3 has pointer controls. I'm still waiting for them to put like 2, like to re-release 2 or 3. But like Metroid Prime 1 is like definitely like top 5 best game of all time for me. Like it's like
pretty high.
Yeah, it's like they're pretty much all Nintendo games, to be honest. Like I think there's one Sonic game in there, but like it's like for me it's like it's a masterpiece. Like there's so much you do. I'm not gonna get too much in details on it because like we don't have that much time, but it's a really good game. Metroid Prime 4 looks pretty similar to Metroid Prime 1. So yeah, we'll see. I think I'm hyped for Hyrule Warriors too, but I don't think like it's gonna be nothing too crazy,
Same thing with me with Kirby Air Riders. That one's the one I'm really
it's gonna be so fun, but I don't think it's gonna be Game of the Year contender. Like, of course,
no, not quite like this. This is really seemed to take. It's all over the place online. People are really enjoying this game. As it sounds like you and I really love this game. But I think that coincides with a question of the show. If you have a question for us, you could submit it on TikTok or on YouTube. Today, Ben, your question of the show kind of coincides with a lot of the conversation happening with this game. What is your question for the show?
So, I first of all, I'm just going to say that I think, Juice, you're going to be surprised with my answer on that. But my question is, do you think Donkey Kong Bananza is a better game than Mario Odyssey?
And that's
a big question.
This is a big question, but it's something that people are talking about a lot. Obviously, because a lot of the staff that worked on Odyssey have worked on this project. And there are a lot of similarities. There's no denying that
Of
they
course.
are very similar in art style and gameplay as far as controls go. It's hard for me to say. I think, like gun to my head, I had to make a choice.
Yeah.
It probably still is Mario Odyssey. Yeah. I think Mario Odyssey, for whatever, I don't know if it's, I made a video on it recently, but a lot of people agreed. I think it's one of the greatest 3D platformers, if not a top 3 3D platformer of all time. Maybe it's probably my favorite Mario game. That or Galaxy.
3D Mario game, because I think Wonder is up there with you.
I love Wonder. I love
Wonder is up there with you. Yeah.
Now, these are two different games. They're 3D platformers, but they're different, right? But man, it's so difficult. I think the only thing it comes down to me is just Mario Odyssey has this real tight control scheme and something about the capture mechanic where the gameplay is changing at all moments. It's really always changing. There's always something new. There's always something happening. And that has always just like personally stuck with me when it comes to Mario Odyssey. And Mario Odyssey was there for me during a time in my life where I needed it. So not that I don't need Bonanza now, but it's just different for me. However, I have not finished Bonanza, and I need to finish it first before I make up my mind. But I've just, the only thing that comes to in Mario Odyssey's way as being better than this is I personally like collecting the moons. It's always just copium for me. It's always just like this serotonin where I'm like, got it. I explored this part of the map. I got this. I just know that for a lot of people, the moons don't feel satisfying to them because there's so many of them.
There's so many
Some
of them,
people would consider it bloat.
The
Banandium gems, there are a decent amount of them. Like there's more than, let's say, like the stars in Mario 64. However, they serve a purpose more, and there's a lot less of them than there are the moons. So to me, it's Odyssey, but this feels like a sequel. This feels like the sequel. Or it's like partner game, like sister game. It's hard for me to pick though, but I don't know. I think it's just my personal connection to Odyssey that has made Odyssey this like really important game to me. But what do you think?
For me, it's gonna sound weird saying this because I just praised Donkey Kong so much, but I think Mario Odyssey is objectively a better game than Donkey Kong Bananza. Not because I think Donkey Kong Bananza is not a great game. I personally love more Donkey Kong Bananza, but if like gun to my head, like you said, objectively, I think Mario Odyssey does more things right than Donkey Kong Bananza does in a way. Starting with the platforming, the thing is
the platforming
100%. Like the way Mario moves and the way Mario controls in Mario Odyssey is way more satisfying than how Donkey Kong moves and like traverse through the areas. I think what I come to realize since I'm near the game ending, like in Donkey Kong Bananza, is I think I would have wished it would have been a more of a 3D platformer than a 3D like brawler collectathon in a way. Which I'm not disappointed at all. I like that like direction with Donkey Kong because I feel it fits Donkey Kong's personality where he breaks everything, he doesn't really think. I think that fits the character, and I just think it's really, really good, and I like it more than Odyssey. I'm not saying that I like it less, but I think Odyssey in its platforming is a step higher than Donkey Kong. Like miles better than Donkey Kong Bananza. What makes Mario Odyssey so fun is when you see something and you need to reach it. Like you need to reach that point
every time.
You're like, okay, how can I do this? And you can do it 10,000 different way. Like there's so many variety to Mario's moveset, to the way Mario traverse the areas, that makes it still to this day so fun. That's why like YouTubers like Small Ants and Point Crow are still pushing Mario Odyssey content to this day, because they're making it like the movement is so satisfying that you can build everything around Mario and still make it fun. That's the thing. I think that's where I think Donkey Kong Bananza doesn't surpass Mario Odyssey, is if you put another sandboxy area where you have more challenging platforming sections, it's not going to be as fun as if it was in Mario Odyssey. I think the core movement of it is way better, and I think that's why I think it's a better game. It's objectively a better game. I think the collecting, like you said, goes to Donkey Kong Bananza. Like collecting Banandium gems is more satisfying for me than it was Moons. I still love collecting Moons on Mario Odyssey, but I understand the general consensus where like it doesn't feel as satisfying as like a star in Mario 64 or a shine sprite in Mario Super Mario Sunshine. So yes, I think there's a little bit of bloat in Mario Odyssey, but like just for the sheer like platforming and like the way Mario moves alone, I think it's objectively a better game. I think it's the title still goes to Mario Odyssey for that, you know.
Yeah. And again, that's not to say Bananza's bad. It's clearly something we love.
Yeah.
I just think Mario Odyssey is approaching 10 years old, and I'm still talking about how it's still one of the best controlling games of all time.
Exactly.
You know, 10 years from now, I want to know if that's going to be the same case for Bananza, right? And yeah, they're different games in the sense where, you know, Mario is all based around movement and momentum and figuring out how to get to a certain spot, whereas Bananza is about destruction and finding things using, you know,
your sonar,
collecting certain aspects. Exactly, right?
Yeah, you need to find
like
things.
You're saying
you have to scratch your head more in a way.
Yeah.
Kind of to get things. That's where I like Bananza better, but yeah.
Bananza can be more brute force, like you're just going to punch your way to a certain thing and dig your way to a certain thing, whereas Mario Odyssey is more about momentum and puzzle and
precision.
Being like, how can I get up to a certain spot up there, you know?
Yeah.
And of course there's the capture mechanic where you have to figure out puzzles, you know, using different controls, using different beings.
Yeah.
Right. With Bananza, there are the transformations, but
they're limited.
You know, they are limited.
They're
right?
really limited.
Like in Odyssey, there's probably I don't know the number, but there's probably 50 to 100 different things you can capture. You can capture a Goomba, you can capture a Cheep, a frog, a literal human.
Yeah.
You know, bullet bills, a T-Rex. When I did that T-Rex, that still blows me away. You know,
so weird though. It's so weird that you can be a T-Rex, but it's so fun.
Yeah. And you see Mario, you know, the character, whatever Mario captures has a mustache on them, right? Like there's just this, you could be a tank, you could be a car, like
you can be like an onion, you can be like like it's so
this
fun.
Gliding lizard. Like there is so many different gameplay mechanics in there. The game is constantly introducing you to new things. It's constantly like, try this to beat this, try this to beat this puzzle. You have to understand this. There's just so much to it, and I do think the boss fights in Odyssey are better and far more memorable.
Yes.
Than
Bananza's
Bananza's
boss fight, man, I can shred through them in like
you can
15 seconds, maybe 20 seconds max. Like it's crazy how much like I can break the game easily, especially with the transformation. Oh my god, man. Oh my god.
Well, I made a video on TikTok and YouTube talking about how, just a real quick short, just saying Odyssey is fantastic. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And I did get a couple comments of people being like, I thought the Brutals were lame. The rabbit, the wedding planners. And I was like, I actually thought they were decent bosses. I actually thought they were kind of fun, and they were all different. It wasn't the Koopalings for the millionth time.
Where you just have to stomp on the same pattern basically all the time, you know?
And I thought the fights with Bowser were also pretty fun, where you would take his hat and try to punch him.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, and spoiler, if you haven't played Odyssey, because I'm going to spoil it, the final section, the final boss,
good.
after you defeat Bowser, and you have to take over his body to get out of the like blown up castle.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
Blew my mind. Blew my
Literally.
mind. The song too is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it takes you to the Princess Peach's castle of Mario 64.
Oh my god, this was such a great moment.
There really isn't anything like this, in my opinion. That comes like it felt like a full circle moment where you're just like, yeah, this is it. This is where we started.
Yeah.
And here we are. Bonanza is, I have yet to complete, a final boss. And I think there's going to be some pretty cool bosses coming into the later half of this game. I just think it does the big set pieces better in Mario Odyssey.
And the thing is too is I think they utilize nostalgia better in Mario Odyssey. Yeah. I'm a sucker for nostalgia. I will always be, because Nintendo made me that way. I'm not shy to say it, and I don't care. I love nostalgia because of it. And I think with Princess Peach Castle and Mario Odyssey, man, that was such a great moment. Such a great moment.
So
the
good.
costume, the Mario 64 costume. There was Yoshi
taking over Yoshi.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. I think Donkey Kong Bananza pays homage to their games, and I made a short about it saying I'm afraid I'm so weird, bro. I said I want Donkey Kong Bananza's soundtrack to go to a newer direction instead of reusing always the same track, because I love Donkey Kong music is one of my favorite soundtrack of all time. Donkey Kong Country, to this day I listen to it multiple times a week. Yeah. I am obsessed about this soundtrack. I love it to death. It's one of the greatest soundtrack of all time for me. But every new Donkey Kong game, they're reusing the same tracks, but they're remixing it and everything. It's fantastic, super great. It get my nostalgic ass brain riled up,
Going,
yeah. But I'm like, dude, I kind of want to see DK having new bangers, and they for sure do in this game. There are some bangers and everything, but still the greatest tracks are the nostalgic track. What I will say, nostalgic wise, is they do what they do really great is the 2D levels. Have you seen the 2D level yet?
Yeah, I did the first Donkey Kong Country
which is
level. That's been shown off before. So
that's not a spoiler. Which is 1-1 for Donkey Kong, which
Jungle Hijinks is that?
With Jungle Hijinks, which is cool, but I don't think I don't know. I wish I would have a costume or something. I haven't finished the game, so I don't know. And I know that Cranky, because it was shown that Cranky was in the game. It's not a spoiler. Yeah, it was shown in trailers. But Cranky mentions the DK crew at some point whenever you find them, which was really, really cool, because I'm okay, they know, they're acknowledging there's so many nods to DK64, but it's like Nintendo forgot about this game. They don't want you to remember this game, but they want you to remember DK rap, or they mentioned the DK crew once, or the Oh Banana, which is they act it's them, but it's Rare's kind of thing, I don't know, it's just weird. It's just weird. But other than that, I would have loved maybe an entire level based on nostalgia or something. I haven't seen one yet, but I would have loved that, or just a sub area, or I don't know. That's why I think Mario Odyssey utilized nostalgia better and in a good way, instead of Donkey Kong Bananza. It's just one 2D side scroller level, or two left and right, and that's it, which is cool, but I don't know.
It's basically just personal preference to me at this point. I love Odyssey. It's one of my favorite games of all time, but I'm still I love Bonanza. I'm having a great time. I'm excited to get more into the game and really see how this is.
I'm probably gonna play this after the podcast too. Of course, I'm gonna probably play an hour or two. Cannot stop playing Bonanza.
it's my birthday this week, so I'm gonna be playing it a ton this week, just for myself, just so I can enjoy some Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Donkey Kong Bananza, yeah.
Yeah. Overall, you know, obviously we don't have a final rating, but on the 1 to 5 boom meter, where are you at with it?
I would give it 4.8 booms out of 10.
4.8 booms.
Yep. How about you?
Yeah, I'm right at the 4.5.
4.5
booms.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I want to get to the end and see where we're at. You know, I've seen some people talk about, they're like, oh, the frame rate really dips and stuff.
Doesn't really.
There's not really that many instances of it. When there's like a crazy amount of stuff happening, it kind of happens, but it's pretty rare.
And the thing is like, it's pretty disappointing coming from a new console where it's supposed to be 10 times more powerful than the OG Switch. It is disappointing a little bit.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, there's so many things happening in the screen that, of course, I can't, like, a game cannot be perfect. Like, of course, it is gonna dip at one point. And it's so minor that you don't really notice it. It's whenever, like, and like, they do a great way of hiding it in a way, because whenever you punch, the time stop like for like a fraction of a second. So sometimes that's where it dips, you know, you see a little bit more stutter, but that's it. You know, you're not going to see like, you're never going to have a stutter whenever you move the camera or anything. That's not going to happen.
Nothing like that.
Yeah. It's
basically a locked 60.
Yeah.
If you punch an enemy and they go flying, there is like it almost is like a slow motion where you hit him, and it like you feel the impact and then he goes flying. That feels more of like an artistic choice.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
like that's not like a frame dip.
No, it's not a frame dip. No, it's not a frame dip. But sometimes it happens during those frames. Like sometimes you can see it stutter a little bit more. You know, like the entire
Yeah, it's more like when you're smashing an entire room of gold and there's literally just so much bits and pieces that are covering everywhere. The screen,
and then you tap at the same way, like boom, 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 boom to get everything. So like, of course the game is gonna dip. Like Jesus, come on.
Even then, I barely saw it. So
it's like maybe it dips like to 55 frames per second.
Yeah,
like,
but I didn't really see it. It personally didn't affect me. I would say you have to be pretty like cognizant, or you have to be someone that really looks for that and kind of stuff, because I don't.
No, really. I didn't really notice it. I wanted to ask you something, Juice, before we wrap up the episode, but like, are you disappointed that the soundtrack is not on like in Nintendo's music app?
It is weird, isn't it? Yeah, I feel like if you're gonna release a new game, you put it out. The only thing I can think of is there's a spoiler in there.
Yeah, but there's an option to remove the spoiler.
There is, yeah, you're right. You know, I totally forgot about that.
And it should be on by default for new games.
True.
You know, like for new games should be on by default, and be like, and whenever you click on the soundtrack, be like, hey, there is some spoilers with the tracks. Do you want to, you know, like, it's a simple thing. You just program this into the. I'm so disappointed because like I've been listening to a lot of Mario Kart World soundtrack. Fantastic soundtrack.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. Like, to a point where like, man, there's so many tracks. Like, if you love nostalgia, you will love this soundtrack. Like, there are so many games represented, like Super Mario Land 2, Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, Mario Galaxy. Like every Mario game that exists, there's a track on it in it. And it's just a shame that it's on Nintendo's music app, because now I have to resolve to YouTube, which I'm not supporting Nintendo, and I'm supporting someone else that just ripped the soundtrack. And like, I think it's a little bit wrong.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
One, heck, even Odyssey they have some bangers. Every time that forest kingdom theme comes on. Yeah, every time gets me every time.
So good.
New Donk City, also amazing. I'm with you. It is very weird. I feel like if you're gonna promote it, you might as well
release the soundtrack alongside. I feel like Nintendo Music was just a side project that sometimes they decide to release soundtracks, sometimes they don't. You know, like sometimes a week they decide to skip a soundtrack. Sometimes they release a 3DS version of the same soundtrack.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell? Like last week it was like it was Ocarina of Time for 3DS. It's the same exact soundtrack.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing new. There's nothing new. They haven't reworked it or anything. It's the same thing. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like Majora's Mask is not here. Like why aren't you just releasing Majora's Mask instead? Like what the hell? Anyway, I thought it was stupid. Like actually stupid.
No, that's so true.
I have to make a long form video about this, by the way. Like I really want to go back to Nintendo Music.
Gotta go off on it. Yeah, it is a great app.
It's a great app, but it's disappointing.
Some annoyances.
Yeah, I think I was too hyped for it, and I let the hype.
It's really intuitive. It has a lot of options, but yeah, it is limited on the soundtracks it has.
And I'm with you. The homepage, I feel like it's more represented with playlists, which I don't like pre-built playlists. I think it's cool for people that really wants to discover Nintendo soundtracks. But like, I'm a connoisseur, you know. I love my certain type of soundtrack. I love my games and everything. So, like, I hate the fact that the homepage is not like, hey, here are our games, here are our soundtrack. If you want to get playlists, you go to another tab, you know. But whatever, that's just a nitpick. Yeah, just pretty disappointed overall by the selection of tracks. 6 months later, I think. No, we're more than 6 months later to this.
Came out in February, right? So yeah, we're about 6 months. So yeah, at least. So actually, no, you're probably right. I think it was earlier than that even. I can't even remember.
I can't even remember. I need to make a video about it. I need to. Because it was my first like big video, so
yeah, I remember that. So yeah, it's so weird that they just won't. You know, when you have a new release, like you won't have it out there. Yeah, I'm with you. Definitely should have Bonanza out there already. Yeah, like, get people really into it, right? So, but yeah, I think it's fair to say that you and I are both really enjoying this. I think this is definitely a must-buy for.
It is a must-buy.
Nintendo Switch too. Basically, any Nintendo game is a must-buy for your Nintendo console, but this feels like the really big first masterpiece for Nintendo Switch 2. Yeah. Not that World is bad. I just think this one is a really.
I'm tired of playing intermission course. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. I think my original criticism before the game came out are becoming true for a lot of people. So yeah.
One, I would imagine that we're going to get an update with more costumes for Donkey Kong and Pauline. Everyone's been talking about it.
Yeah,
maybe in this Nintendo Direct that's rumored, we get an update with some stuff. Because yeah, it feels like you would want to promote Mario Kart World with more costumes for them in the game, because they only have one each, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and it's like. But at the same time, I think Nintendo are so against people leaking things for them that they are going to do things out of spite and be like, oh, you know what? I'm going to release a Nintendo Direct 3 months later. Or not 3 months, but like 3 weeks later. Who cares? You know? Yeah. Like, I think they're the type of company being like, oh, you want to leak our shit? Well, fuck you. I'm sorry, but like...
Yeah. So I guess we'll see, because I feel like that's due for an update with updated skins for them to celebrate the release of this game. So
yeah, or just more content, because like
it is pretty much done. Yeah, there's only 32 tracks, right? You know, and that may sound like, you know,
a lot, but it's not
a lot. But once you've played it for about a month, it does get repetitive.
Yeah.
So
and the thing is too is like Nintendo's so focused about intermission tracks and the open world that you're not really playing those tracks. You're more playing tracks in between, which are intermission course. Which, man, like I think Nintendo. Sorry, we're gonna wrap up this episode, I swear. But like, I think Nintendo, they really hope that the open world would have been a hit, and it's not. Like, we all know it's not. It's boring. It's empty. There's nothing really to do. There's no way of tracking your collectibles. There's pretty much nothing to do in it. So I think they're still focusing on their like original idea and be like, oh, but like the open world will keep them satisfied for a long time. But it's not. Like, people are already bored of the open world. So they have to reshape the game, in my opinion. Like, maybe do a couple updates with like more courses or
modes
online focused on 3-lap courses. Anyway.
Yeah. It is really interesting, the conversation around World. I think many people agree that control-wise, visually, it is really, really good.
Really good.
Like, it's, it's a good game. I think makes you just wonder if maybe because there's so much content in 8 Deluxe that it feels a lot smaller, right? And like you're saying, a lot of people don't enjoy the going from one course to another driving there.
Yeah.
Some people just want to straight up 3 laps in the course. That's it. So yeah, I'm with you. It kind of further cements that I think many people would have liked Bonanza to be released alongside Mario Kart World when the console released. Or vice versa.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like Bonanza is the launch game and World comes out 1 month later.
Yeah.
I think that probably would have gone over a little better, but this is the world we live in.
This is the world we live in. Exactly.
So, but hey, we really liked it. The wait is finally over. This is the first real big one. We got more stuff coming out this week coming up. We got the DLC for Mario Party Jamboree,
which we're gonna play.
Yeah, this is like the first big DLC. Not that Echoes or Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom weren't, but those were more resolution and frame rate. This is actually added content, so we're gonna see how that is this week.
Yeah. Cannot wait to play it.
Me too. I love Jamboree. It also looks nice. There's like a kind of visual upgrade if you just put it in your Switch too.
I didn't notice.
So. Yeah, apparently like there's kind of like a little bit of a visual change. So
with the upgrade or just right now?
Just right now. Yeah, apparently it's like kind of sharper apparently. At least according to Nathaniel Bandy. I have to put it in my console and give it another go, but yeah. Thank God Bonanza's here. The wait's over. Now we just got to wait for a Pokemon Presents and a potential Nintendo Direct to just really clean out the rest of my year.
Yeah.
Right? Make sure I got everything unlocked. So.
Yeah.
And Dragon Drive next month, everybody. That's the next big wait. Dragon Drive. Oh, yeah.
I'm not even sure I'm going to pick it up.
Can't wait to talk about that one. That one's
Are you going to pick it up?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, just for the memes.
Yeah, mouse control for me is not it, like at all, at all. Yeah, like just like with your legs. Oh, cannot wait.
It's got to be on my desk. Got to be So, but yeah, that'll wrap it up here for us for No Continues. So much Nintendo, too much Nintendo.
So much Nintendo. Yeah.
Not that we're complaining, but lots going on. Movies, potential play tests, potential projects.
Which we will talk about if we get
in.
used. Yeah, we get.
I'll be doing my best. No promises though. It seems to be really tough. But I think we need to go back to playing some Donkey Kong Bonanza. Thanks for listening. Thanks. I now have to go back and play Donkey Kong Bonanza on my Nintendo 3DS.
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out
Reggie. We love you. We miss you, Reggie.
We very much do. Miss him big time. But that's going to wrap it up here for No Continues. We're going to go get more Go Bananas a little bit later for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
We're going to come back and talk to you guys in a couple weeks, see if the presentations happened. Otherwise, we will catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.